it's been a while since I've made one of these proper long form update videos. So here it is, and it is a bit of an update on what's been happening, and I hope that you, I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but please watch to the end and comment if you have anything to say, any questions, supportful things to say, and press the like button if you would like to see more of these kinds of updates so I know what kind of stuff you guys want to see. Hey, so where have I been? Well, that's a really good question. And I think that this conversation is going to go pretty deep. So I want to be 100% honest with you, as I've always been. But cancer is a lot more difficult a journey than what I ever anticipated, especially relapsing, which is like getting cancer all over again. It completely crushed me. I was super strong and positive, although still, I'm going to be honest, severely depressed and grieving, mourning for my own life and the dreams that I've had and things that I might not ever get to do. But also, I thought I was going to always win, and then cancer came back, relapse, and it broke me. It honestly broke me. And I was trying to share as much as I can with people, both those in my life who are either here, although there's nobody really around me, but when people were around me, or on the phone, or through social media, to try and help other people who are experiencing this or who have family experiencing this, or just to motivate people to like go out and live your life and believe in yourself and live your dreams. But it wasn't always received that way for multitudes of reasons that were really hard for me to deal with, and still I battle with them. You know, the side effects of medication were really intense. I was experiencing everything from aggression to depression to hallucinations. And I put myself through this because I wanted to live. Sometimes people would post things online that were really hurtful. I've left some of the comments that weren't so bad, but the majority of them that were really, they were getting to me, I deleted them because there's no point and no need for that negativity in my life. I want this to be a positive zone, a place for people to help and care for each other, especially cancer patients. And I also want this to be a place for sharing knowledge, sharing your experiences. And so I went through a lot, and I, with the help of my oncology team, found a really good mental health care team that helped get me back on track. But that was my main reason for taking such a long break. I needed to focus on me. So I spent that time talking through everything, getting counseling. That it helped, and I'm not afraid to say it. It's important to look after your mental health. I'm glad I felt in a safe environment where I could. And if you want to judge me for it, go ahead and judge me. I'm going to continue doing what works for me. I have lived enough of my life trying to do things that people do to be happy, fulfill themselves, and cancer crushed all of those things. And in some ways it was really bad, but in some ways it was really good because I've learned to look after me. I've learned to live for me, do what I want to do, be who I want to be, don't be afraid to express myself. Don't be afraid to have an opinion. So yeah, that's kind of what's been happening. And it also gave me time to focus on learning. I've been taking language lessons every day. I've been doing research and reading, trying to compile articles. But also I've learned patience with myself. And I am so glad I've learned that patience. Because some days I don't want to get up and write an article or learn something. Some days I just want to stay in my pajamas and lay in bed. And that's okay. It's okay. I don't sit there and feel sorry for myself. I do things that make me feel better. Like I watch a happy movie, or I look at pictures of my friends and family, and some of them are really doing amazing things in their lives, and they've given me very happy news lately, which really gave me a boost. So there's one specific bunny rabbit lady that I can say, thank you, your news really uplifted me. And yeah, I'm just gonna call her that because she knows who she is. But for everybody else as well that's been going through hard times, please don't be afraid to reach out and talk about it. Mental health and physical health go hand in hand. From what I've been learning and understanding is that when this isn't doing well, this will start to do less well. And when this is doing less well, this will start to do less well, and it becomes kind of a little bit of a vicious cycle. So these things are really important, but it also it gave me some direction. So if you have ideas of what you would like to see, I would love that. I do want to make videos on my cancer experience. I do want to make informative videos about different treatments and things like that, not recommending as a doctor, just outlining what they are. Perhaps finding some patients or patient families to interview, or doing discussions with people who've never had cancer but who have questions. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking. It's been a journey. As well as the fear of not finding a transplant donor, a feeling I can never explain, never. And then as well as all of the ideas of what transplant means and what that means I'm going to go through, and I will make a video about that in future, but it does involve potentially even changing my blood type, a whole bunch of other stuff, you know, having 2 sets of DNA within me. But then as well, you know, that's kind of like, okay, I'll always have somebody with me. Not have somebody with me, but I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to put it into words, and that's just me trying to come to terms with it. I've started making my own natural makeups, body care, toiletry products. Yeah, I've put myself on a path to change things drastically, and change doesn't always feel good at first, and it is difficult to manage. But I'm starting to feel like I'm in a better place now where I can talk about it, and I wish I could say I'm in a place where I could offer help to everybody, and I would love to, but I'm only one person. So I think developing a community where we can all speak together is a really grand idea. So let me know your thoughts, and I hope you enjoy the video and see what I've been going through in the past couple of months. Thanks for listening. Bye. And one more thing, I hope you like the music that's in this video, because I wrote the lyrics to the song, and it's all about my journey with leukemia, in isolation, fighting for my life in the hospital, and what I felt. Bye. Hi, so I'm here now at the hospital. I had my blood tests done, and now I'm gonna have my second immunotherapy in round 2.
In the quiet night, she fights alone. Pain cuts so deep, heart feels like stone. Tears fall so slow, courage in her eyes. She won't let go, dreams in the skies. She won't give in, she's holding tight. Through darkest times, she'll find her light.
So I printed out a bunch of pictures, and I'm just going to stick them up on my wall to make my house look more. And then I'm going to do some other things today, so come join me.
Whispers in the dark, fear she can't hide. Each day a mark, strength she can't divide. Pain shadows her day, hope whispers low. In this storm she'll stay, still she will grow. Alone but standing strong.
I don't feel well. Something's up in my throat here. When I touch it, I keep gagging and vomiting, and it's really painful. I'm going to the hospital. As you can see, I'm back home now. I have a canal in my arm. I got a drip, and I got some injections to make me stop vomiting. My throat is still sore here, and I'm having like these electric feelings. So tomorrow they're gonna do an ultrasound on my neck, CT scan. There was another one I can't remember. Oh, MRI and lumbar puncture. Okay, it's the next day. I'm back at the hospital. I got my book to read, and I'm waiting to see what's next. To all the people making not so nice comments and telling me how I should do things, whether it's in life or in my videos or posts or whatever, I have one thing to say. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. I have enough going on in my life that I don't need the pressure of your expectations on how I'm supposed to react or live my life or do things.
Fighting through tears, every night feels long. She conquers her fears.
Okay, so I'm off to the doctors again, to the hospital, to go have my checkup and see what's happening with the transplant or what. Hopefully there's good news. Bye. So I went for my checkup today, and my white blood cell count dropped again. So I'm back on these filgrastim white blood cell stimulators. I'll go back on Friday for another checkup. I'm sorry if I'm looking a bit like bags under my eyes. I didn't sleep last night at all. I don't know if you can see, there's like red on my face. So I have a rash on my face again. Great. Last week I had a biopsy. We postponed doing the treatment last week, Monday, the anti-cancer meds, the venetoclax. It's not a chemo and it's not an immunotherapy. It's something called an anti-neoplastic. So we stopped that one. And then I took like antibiotics, then started it again, and then we stopped it again. We stopped it because my white blood cell count, I think, is what dropped. So I had to do the injections to up the white blood cell count, and so complicated. Just trying to remember is like, so then after that, I went back to the hospital on Friday. I thought I was going to have a lumbar puncture and some blood tests and some chemo injected into the CNS, the central nervous system. This is to make sure that the leukemia doesn't cross over into your spinal fluid and into your brain. After that, I had my blood tests at the hospital, and then we pivoted and rather did a bone biopsy, and we could have done the lumbar puncture on the same day. However, my doctors have elected to wait for the bone biopsy result, which I'm pretty sure will be clear, but you know, there's always that little bit of nervousness, and there's always that little bit of I wonder, because I also have like a pain that I felt in my back, in my rib. I felt these like electric feelings grabbing, like literally like shock to my lungs. It could also be though that the bone marrow is growing back, which would be like, woohoo. And then we will do the lumbar puncture, maybe, maybe not. You know, this is the thing with leukemia, you just don't know. You could be going this way, and then you go that way. And it's not like the doctors or me or anything. It's the leukemia. It's the white blood cell counts. And even after you've gone into remission, it's how your body reacts to things. What's happening? What do they detect? I mean, you could have no cancer cells detected, but like one level could have dropped on like something. So, and that could be such a wide range of somethings. So it just basically is like a test, result, do the plan. Okay, retest, result, change the plan. And just, you have to keep adapting because it's cancer and it's this like super intelligent thing. Excuse me, I'm like so tired and I can't sleep and I haven't slept, and it's just like my brain is like so the words are not coming to me in the most correct manner. I'm not remembering things in the most correct manner. So I've got like a book here of things written down to try and remember stuff, and I'm still like forgetting to read the book. Dressed up and like, even though I'm not going out the house, I was like, I don't want to feel like a sickie. I want to feel like a fancy today. I did my makeup. I didn't put any foundation though because, you know, as you can see, the rash. And can you see my scars from having had my port in my neck? That's my battle wounds. I earned those things. And I'm like, half the time I want to put like a scar tissue oil on it, and the other half of the time I'm like, I went through hell and back. I deserve those scars as like my medal of honor. I don't know if that's like a messed up way to think of things, but anyway. As for my dream catcher, it's new because I was having some really intense dreams from all the medications, and I don't know if they help or not, but I was like, I'm gonna take anything I can get. And one last thing, can you see my hair is growing back, and can you see how curly it is? I'm here at the hospital getting results for my bone biopsy and some blood tests, and we're going to continue treatment, but I'm going now for the blood tests first, and then let's see what they say. From the hospital, and my bone marrow is still clear, no leukemia. well, no cancer cells picked up in my bone marrow. So I'm not going to do the immunotherapy, but I am back on the anti-cancer meds. It's not a chemo and it's not a immunotherapy. It's something called an anti-neoplastic or anti-neoplastic, something like that. So it's basically got to do with like the membrane around the cell. Yeah, basically imagine like it's going up to the cancer cell and it's like, hey cancer cell, how are you doing? And the cancer cell's like, hey anti-neoplastic, well, it's called venetoclax, how you doing? And the venetoclax or the anti-neoplastic's like, yeah, I'm good, but you shouldn't be good. And then the cancer cell's like, hey, say what? And the anti-neoplastic's like, yeah, go end yourself. And then it goes and it so anyway, that's what I'll be taking. And I'll be taking the white blood cell proliferator, uppers injections for the next week or so, every this thing's in the way, every second day, and then I will go back and see my doctor and I'll have more news for you from there.
Fear she can't hide, each day a mark, strength she can't divide, pain shadows her day, hope whispers low, in this storm she'll stay, still she will grow, alone but standing strong, fighting through the tears, every night feels long, she conquers her fears.
Oh, this place is beautiful. Okay, so I haven't had my menstruation in like almost 2 months, and so I came to the hospital, to the doctor, to check why, and they did some tests and stuff like that, and they will get back to me in 2 to 3 weeks with the pathology. It could be nothing, because like my uterus and ovaries and stuff all seem fine. They didn't find any fibroids or tumors, but it could be fine. But they also told me it could be cancer, so that's fun. But we're not thinking the worst, we're thinking the best. Like, it's just from the medication that I've been taking to have no cancer. Okay, it's a few days later, and PS, I just want to add, I'm not looking to stress anybody out with me sharing this. I'm pretty confident that it is actually just the treatments that are making me not have my usual times, as well as I'm covered in, like, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm covered in like what I'm assuming is hormonal acne. So I'm guessing that that's probably because of the treatments. But I do want to be honest, and I do want to share the journey with transparency. So that's why I'm telling you what happened. But anyway, I'll let you know when I have the results. Please don't worry. I am not worried. And there is absolutely no need to get our knickers into a knot if there is no reason to. So let's only worry when there is a reason to worry. And for now, let's just have positive thoughts. Well, here I am going back off to the hospital for some more checkups on my blood work and to see how it's going with finding a donor. Hi, it's me, I'm back. So it's now been a few months. Yes, months. I know I was gone for a long time since that last segment that you just saw. And the results came back. I was right. It's just because, or should I say my oncologists and doctors were right. It's just because of the medication. It's now been for almost 5, 6, somewhere around there, months since I've had any lady menstruations. So I don't know if I'll ever come back. Maybe not. Let's see. But that is why I froze my eggs, because we knew this would happen, so I can still have children one day. I've also subsequently had another bone biopsy and another PET scan. The PET scan came back clear, yeah, and I'm waiting for the bone biopsy results. I am also having some more tests done. I'm gonna have like ECG, like a heart test, a couple of other tests I can't remember. I want to say brain, I'm not sure. I know they're going to check my teeth because the leukemia and chemo, it rots your teeth. And these are all tests that are checking if I am strong enough to receive a transplant. So fingers crossed. Please, I'm begging you, please go and register to be a stem cell donor. You can give the gift of life, please. And if you can't do it, or you don't want to, or for whatever reason, religious or health reasons, age, whatever, you can still help by sharing the message and letting people know. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's been a while since I haven't posted, but I thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting me. And thank you for being patient and kind to me whilst I was not in the best spot. So anyway, more to come soon. I will be posting more soon. So love you, and I hope you have the best day. Bye, unicorns!